You're probably wondering what I'm doing, sleeping in the back of a grey Volvo Estate. Well, it's a funny story, let me tell you. It all started a week ago. So I was in my study one evening. It had been more than about 30 seconds since I'd last checked on my channel, and I thought I'd just have a quick look and see if I've passed the 1 million subscriber mark yet. Not yet. So I know you guys love all the Lotus content. So when I did the MX-5 video, I was really worried about how it would go down. As it turned out, it's been one of my most popular videos yet. So I wondered what else I could do that would be a little bit different, but still entertaining. So I called the guys that loaned me the MX-5 for that video and asked for their help. Hi, Holly from the Donalds Group. Yeah, it's James from JM on Cars, the YouTube channel. Look, the MX-5 video has done really, really well, and I hope you guys like it. You did? That's great. Look, I was wondering if you could do me a really big favour. I'm trying to do another video, and I thought I want to continue to do stuff that's a little bit unusual, you know, kind of maybe challenge some preconceptions about certain brands and things. And I saw that you guys do Volvo as well as Mazda and stuff. On Monday? Yeah, cool. Thanks, Holly. Bye. Got the keys to the car here. Now, I'm hoping this is it, because I asked for the most fun, interesting, most likely to prove that Volvos are a cool car that they have. Not this one. Well, there's quite a few more to choose from. Not this one. There's one more up here, so it must be that one. Let's see. No. They have as well. It's a grey Estate. Well, let's see if it's any good. Right, well, this is the car that they meant to give me. It seems they're really up for a challenge. So the video is, can you fall in love with a Volvo in about 2.5 hours, even when it is a grey Estate? Let's get on the road.
Love it.
So there's a bit of a limitation with today's video, which is the man behind the camera. No, I'm not taking the mickey out of him. He's got a bit of a busy schedule, and today is pretty much the only day that he was free, but he was only free for a little bit of it, hence the 2.5 hour time limit. So basically, given the fact that Donald have handed me the Volvo land barge, I am going to try and do what you're meant to do with any big estate, which is everything. I'm going to try and do everything in about 2 hours and find out whether this is a sort of car that basically, if you want to do everything, it can do it. So we're going to drive now back to my house, where I want to pick up a load of filming kit and chuck it in the back to test this car's sort of versatility, I suppose the marketing guys would call it. But between here and there are some nice windy country roads, so I'm going to see if the big old beastie can handle. This is the D4 spec car. They only do 2 models in the UK, which is a bit of a shame, a D4 and a D5. They're the same engine, but in different sort of states of tune, basically. Now, the D4 is only in front-wheel drive, the D5 is only in all-wheel drive. This is the 4. This has got 190 horsepower, about 295 pound-foot of torque, and an 8-speed automatic gearbox. Now, there's 3 drive modes: Eco, Comfort, Dynamic, and switch between Comfort and Dynamic, you can actually feel a distinct difference. I have to say as well, one thing that really, really impresses me is the gearbox in this. This is really, really nice. It's super, super smooth as an auto, which is what I'm driving it for the most part. But I flicked it into manual just to sort of play with it, and it does exactly what I want. Is it quite as quick as like a PDK box? No. Is it a lot faster than the Mercedes box that I drove the other day? Yeah. It is also miles better than the twin clutch box Mercedes have in their A45 AMG. Mercedes should be embarrassed about that, because this is a grey Volvo Estate, and there is no way in hell this should have a better sporty gearbox than an AMG Merc. So points to Volvo for that. Now, this car has voice control in it. I have had cars with voice control in them before, and to date it has never worked. So let's see if Volvo can do it any better. Fan up.
Fan off.
No, not off, up. Fan increase.
Searching for POI.
No, no, no.
Please repeat.
Climate control on.
Sorry, still no match, Sam.
Right. Climate control on.
Searching music and radio. Select from list.
No! No, no, no! Fan max.
Turning fan to max.
Yes! It did it! Have we got 360 view? Oh, look at this.
What?
Look at that. See? 360 degree view. Laurie, do you still hate gimmicky cars?
What? That's... Getting your own cars, kind of the bow.
We're now going to load a load of film kit that is of an awkward size in the boot of this thing, because that is what estate cars are for. Let's go. I'm not a part-time serial killer. Laurie and I have been spray painting in here. Okay, this is why this is here. Right. Right. We need to get these down. You know, these lovely things that we spent ages putting up here. Okay, so the time limit that I talked about was genuine. We don't have a lot of time. We have to get Laurie to the ball on time. So I have not loaded anything awkward and big like this in the back of this car before. We have here a patent pending ultra track, high technology, ultra durable. It's definitely not a plumber's pipe from Wix. I need to get that in the back here, and you see it's a big boot, but it's not big enough. Now they tell me there's buttons in here. Right, oh, there is a button. Well, right, oh yeah. Okay. These are 1.5 metre long. Taking a brief pause in the morning, we took a few minutes to admire the styling of the car. For a big estate, it works well. There is a saloon version, but I prefer this one. The front end is particularly successful. Slick, crisp lines work to create a sporty and aggressive look without looking overworked. The overall shape of the car is pleasing, and the classic flat rear of the Volvo Estate is now consigned to the past, but you don't sacrifice overall storage space. Inside, it is a mixture of leather, great switchgear, and in this particular car, wood. The feel was certainly of a premium product, and there is enough flair in the design and styling to make it stand out from the German competition. In keeping with the super speedy theme of this production, we are going to take you very quickly through the spec of this car, both standard and optional, give you a quick walk around. Okay, now, I don't know the exact price of this car at this point in time, but I will ask the guys and I will flash it on the screen here. Got it? Great. Okay, so this is a Volvo V90 D4 inscription automatic. Okay, V, it's the estate version. 90, the biggest one that they do. D4, that's the engine, 190 horsepower, 2 litre, 4-pot diesel. Inscription, that is the level of trim. Automatic, it's obvious. Okay, they are all automatics, okay? It's an 8-speed box, so that is standard, okay? This is aimed basically at your kind of 5 Series, Mercedes E-Class, Audi A6 buyer. The price of this starts at about £37,000. There are 3 levels of trim. Momentum, R-Design, and Inscription. It's a tiny bit confusing. Momentum is your entry level. Then you have R Design, which is the sporty one, and you have Inscription, which is the luxury one. Now, Inscription is about £500 more, but you can put a lot of the luxury stuff from the Inscription on an R Design car, and you can put some of the sporty stuff from the R Design car onto the Inscription. Okay, so here are the optional things on this car in no particular order. While I say no particular order, I mean the order that they are written down here. Okay, so you have auto dimming mirrors, interior and exterior. You have Bliss with cross traffic alert and rear collision mitigation. Now, Volvo has a reputation for making the safest cars in the world. That is a reputation that they are dedicated to keeping. They have made a pledge to totally eradicate driver fatalities from their cars, presumably by accident, of course, rather than just natural causes. They are not an eternal life chamber, sadly, but they are the next best thing, okay? It is full of both active and passive safety measures, okay? So this car will try and stop you if it thinks you're going to reverse into something, drive into something, divert from your lane, all this other stuff. Now, some of these features are standard on other cars. Volvo are proud that they think and they say they are the best in field. Okay, this car has the Winter Plus pack. That comes with heated washer nozzles, it's got headlamp cleaners, it's got active bending headlights with adaptive shadow technology, okay? So it shapes the light as you go down the road to get the best forward view without blinding oncoming traffic. I haven't had the car at night, so I can't tell you how effectively they work. It's got a heated steering wheel, which, to be honest, take it or leave it for me. Heated windscreen. I'm not a big fan of the heated windscreen because you can kind of see the heating elements in the screen, but if you are driving the car throughout the winter, it is something that could be very, very handy for you. This car then has the Xenium pack. Okay, that includes the power tilt and slide sunroof. I love sunroofs on cars, and it's especially good if you have passengers in the back that are a little bit claustrophobic, you know, they don't like being in the back of a car. I find when you have a big glass sunroof like this, makes life a lot easier. There's loads of room in the back of this thing, okay? It is a great car for carrying people about. All right, you get the 360-degree surround view cameras, okay? There are cameras secreted around the car, and so when you're reversing, as you would have seen earlier, we can see pretty much all around. Okay, it's then got park assist pilot, okay? So that's the thing where you park near a space, press a button, and it will parallel park itself if you're too lazy to. Other options, 4-zone climate control. So if you've got 4 difficult, awkward people that all require their own microclimate, this car will step up to the plate. Okay, it's got integrated sun curtains in the rear doors, okay? That is these little things, so little Johnny and Martha will not get blinded on the way to school in the morning, and if you suddenly get roped into driving the president about, you are sorted. Also of use if you have to drive the president is laminated side windows. Not bulletproof, but it is made from the same type of glass as the front windscreen in a car. I don't know if you've ever had to try and break through a front windscreen in a car, but it is damn near impossible, okay? It is a great safety and security feature, okay? You get the Volvo On Call app, all right? That's a lot of extra stuff from Volvo, and it also has the handy app so you can do things. You can tell the car to turn on, you know, put the air conditioning on, you can lock it, unlock it, check that you've left it locked, you know, you can set the heater to come on if you want to get to it in the morning, you want it nice and hot, all this sort of stuff, okay? There's a couple of things on here which I don't think really should be optional extras, okay, which is a CD player at £100. No, that should be standard, okay? And smartphone integration. I don't know why, for a car packed with so much technology, smartphone integration is still an optional extra. Okay. Then in addition, you also have power cushion extensions and power front side seat support, which I assume has to be a lateral support and things. And finally, you have these lovely 20-inch 8-spoke diamond cut alloys. Now they have 255, 35, 20 tyres all round. So that's pretty meaty rubber on the car. Okay, and bear in mind this is front wheel drive only, but still decent size. Okay. Some of the standard features that you will get with the car, WHIPS, they call it, Whiplash Impact Protection System. Okay, it's on the front seat, so basically, if you're about to do something stupid, it'll grab you, pull you into the seat, and try and keep you safe, okay? It's got airbags everywhere, emergency brake assist, you've got obviously the standard child seats, you've got drive mode settings, you've got the nice gear knob, you've got the 2-zone electric climate control is standard, okay? These walnut inlays are standard. I'm not a fan of wood on the interior of a car, but you take it or leave it. It is nice, high quality. It is just not to my taste. The heated front seats are standard. The power driver seat is standard. Power passenger seat is standard. Power folding headrest is standard. Okay, luxury floor mats. Standard. Okay, 12-volt sockets all over the place. You've got semi-automatic load covers. You've got the tailgate, which opens electrically. Okay, your driver's knee airbag. Okay, the headlights on this, these are upgraded ones, but the standard ones are LED anyway. Okay, you have a high performance sound system with 10 speakers and 330 watt output. I'll have a listen to it later, see if it's any good. Okay, you get color coordinated door mirrors. You have a clean zone air freshening and sort of filtering system, so it keeps all of that nasty stuff out of the air. You get a little grocery bag holder hook somewhere. Your auto dimming interior frameless mirror, which is really, really nice. You have a dynamic chassis, tire pressure monitoring system, adjustable steering force, twin steering pipes, twin exhaust pipes, even better than steering pipes. Okay, you got chrome door handle strips. Okay, that's this little stuff here, and you got illuminated front and rear tread plates and things on it, a warning triangle, and finally sat nav as standard. Thank goodness we have now come into the 21st century where car makers are actually putting that as standard on cars that cost a decent amount of money. Okay, so who's this car aimed at really? Well, it's the sort of person that does need to do everything. So, you know, if you want a car for the school run, if you want a car to lug a load of stuff about, you know, if you want a car to do decent road trips on, it's got a reasonably decent range. Fuel economy figures I will bump up on the screen, but it's pretty decent. It's on par with its German rivals, okay? You do get, as you can tell here, a lot of standard. I ran some configurators last night, and basically this car is coming in at a pretty similar price to, you know, your 5 Series, A6, E-Class type of car. So it's not cheap. You know, the cheapest, the Momentum is still £35,000, but that is on par for the German rivals. And I think it's a nice alternative. Now, it's a shame, a real shame, that they don't offer this car with a nicer selection of engines. You know, they only do 2 flavors of 2-litre 4-pot diesel. Now, in other markets, they do get much more exciting engines, but not here. And I can't help but think that is probably because Volvo have decided to be very pragmatic. They've looked at the sales and gone, hey, you know what? BMW offer a huge range, you know, like 10 different engines from them, and 90% of people go and buy the 520D. So what is the point in offering something that people probably aren't going to buy? So I can kind of see that. I really hope one day Polestar get their hands on this, because that would be quite an interesting and fun car, but, you know, you can dream, right? So yeah, that's a quick walk around the car. Going to get back on the road now and basically head out and get some more driving done, get some driving shots and things done, and yeah, see what it's like as a brisk weekend car for when the kids and the dog are asleep and you want to try and enjoy yourself and, you know, forget that you've bought an enormous Volvo. Let's go.
As a driver's car, the big Volvo did pretty well. The engine and gearbox combination worked perfectly together. Even in dynamic mode, it didn't hold on to gears for too long, but neither did it take too long to downshift when you needed to make an overtake. The car was also smart enough to let the torque do the work most of the time, rather than hunting around for a gear. There was plenty of grunt, and the car felt pretty stable through the bends, even in less than optimal conditions. The steering wasn't especially feelsome, but there was a nice weight to it in dynamic mode. The brakes were very good in their sporty mode too, the brake pedal having 2 settings. On bumpier surfaces, the car wasn't the smoothest, but it coped well and never felt out of place. Volvo do make a cross-country version of this car for people who need modest off-road ability, and that will be out later this year.
So, the Volvo V90, what do I think of it? Well, it's not the most sporting and exciting car in the world, but of course it never was going to be. But it looks pretty good, it goes pretty well, and does it do the most important thing that an estate car can do, which is everything. Yes, it can. It can carry you, it can carry your family, it can carry your work kit, it can do that all in safety, comfort, at a reasonable speed, anywhere you want to go without annoying you. It's a great car. It's a really nice alternative to the Germans, and for that I salute Volvo for making it. Please put a more exciting engine in it and appeal to the petrol heads, but for now, colour me impressed with a Volvo. And to prove it's a car that you can do anything in, you can even have a nice night's kip in it. Well, you guys have a lovely night. I'm certainly going to. There's loads of space in here. Can't change some things about a Volvo. Good night. See you next week.